Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs AS Roma match preview. Yes, I know I almost said AC again, but anyways, if you are new, do subscribe, to smash a like. Guys, it's very early in the morning. Okay, bear with me. It's early in the morning. I need to get running. My mind needs to get running. Yeah. But yeah, we're playing Roma. But before we get into Roma, guys, actually, I want to talk about something very important. We didn't have a match reaction last weekend because our fans did a madness. They did quite a madness. I have seen lots of controversy around this protest. Some fans saying, it's disgusting. It's not really true. I think honestly, for me personally, it had to be done. It just had to be done. I totally agree with everything that was done because that's the only way they'll listen to us. And I mean, that's the only way it reached the spec they did. And to cancel Liverpool Manchester United, the biggest game in England in the Premier League, it's quite significant. So I think we definitely made a statement. I agree with it, and I think if people who don't agree with it, it just clears out it's not for them. And you're supporting the wrong club. You're just supporting the wrong club because in the long term this is supposed to benefit Manchester United. But yes, gentlemen, I want to get your thoughts on the protest quick. I know Clayton obviously made a video with Marcus explaining the whole protest and talking about the protest. But yeah, just a quick thought on the protest.
Yeah, no, I couldn't be more proud to be a Manchester United fan right now. I think that was absolutely amazing scenes. And as you say, it had to be done. We had to make a stand. And yes, it'll always happen in approaches. There's some isolated incidents where people go too far. But at the end of the day, that wasn't the point of the protest. The bigger point of the whole thing was to just show the fans are tired. And we've been talking and talking and talking. No one listens. So time for talk is over. And we had to make a stand. We had to take action. And I think at first we didn't know. I don't think anyone besides people planning knew this was going to happen. And when you think about it afterwards, you think that a regular approaches would it have had such an impact? I don't think so. So after the whole aftermath, you realize that that was probably the way to go because we did get the biggest game in football really cancelled, and that's making a statement. That's saying to the Glazers, that's saying to these football owners that we can hit you where it hurts. Don't think we don't have any power. And yeah, I think this is the beginning of movement, of progress in this laser out thing, and I'm very proud.
Yeah, I think that sums it up perfectly. I have nothing to add on to what Melissa said. It was very much a perfect summer.
Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, I'm extremely proud of the fan base. What next? What happens next? Well, like I said, if you want to know how to help as a foreign fan, the only thing that I can really advocate is obviously, spreading stuff on social media about all the Glazers out stuff. And obviously not buying things like the merch, small things like that. Because I haven't bought United merch in a long, long time. So yeah. But anyways, it's what we have to do to get the Glazers out. That's the main focus, Even though we got this Roma game even coming up, that's the main focus. But it's all about the football still also at the end of the day. So let's get into this game, boys. 6-2. Game done? Question mark?
Sorry?
Game done?
It should be. It should be. But, I'm a Barcelona fan, so I have bad memories about Roma. And if I remember correctly, what did we beat them? 4-1 or
4-0,
4-1,
isn't
I
it?
think.
Oh, I thought it
Was
was
it
4
4-0? I think it was 4-1, then they came back and beat us 3-0. And because they had an away goal, they won. I think so. So, yeah, no, I'm scarred. But I do think this game is quite safe. But I don't know if I'd play the team you're playing, to be honest. Or the team
Hey, that's all his team.
Okay. To be honest, I'm a play our strongest team because as much as I think it's done, one, we didn't play against Liverpool, so the players have gotten a lot of rest. And two, sorry. Sorry about that, my dad.
No stress. Oh, your dad?
Yeah. No, I've lost my chain of thoughts.
The team, yeah.
We didn't play Liverpool, so our team is fit. Our team got the rest they didn't expect, but they got the rest. So I think we can play our strongest team, and the game afterwards is not like it's that irrelevant, to be honest. So I think we can afford to play our strongest team, and I think we should, and just make sure we're done with this because we know us in semi-finals. So just make sure we're in the final, and then we can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but again, this is the one time where you want to go. Rashford, take the weekend off. Bruno, take the weekend off, and just actually make sure everyone's fully fit. Because people like Pogba, injury prone, you don't exactly want to press that much, if that makes sense. You don't want to keep on playing games, even though they did get the rest for not playing on the weekend. I do think that some of our big names should be on the bench and we shouldn't be starting them. I think they should be used as an impact sub, nothing more. And we should more or less take the piss like that team is. I think that is what we should be doing. I think that's the best course. And if things start to turn, you have the subs, you have the firepower, you can turn things around if you need to.
Is it worth the risk though? You know,
With 4 goal
Well,
margin, yes.
4 goal margin, I would usually say yes.
If you're 2-0 down at half time, then maybe you can go, okay.
And yeah, I was gonna
That's
say that because I always said that I'd rather start maybe not this team exactly, but start a weaker team or start my second team, people like Ahmad's, and if shit somehow does hit the fan, somehow the shit really does hit the fan, and all of a sudden it's 4-0 at half time, you bring on the big guns and it's job done.
why though? I mean, what are you racing for? If we lost 7-0 on the week in the Premier League, who cares? Like, legit, who cares? So, this is the game. This is.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah, like why would you rest because there's really nothing else to play
And,
for
like,
else.
I know Leicester, it was a one off game and we didn't have a 4-0 aggregate, but that did happen at Leicester and we got smacked for that. So, I would rather just play the first team and then
But for
bring on
me,
these guys around.
for me, it's also not just
minutes.
about resting. I think it's more like giving people like Donny, Ahmad, Teles by game time.
Yeah, maybe not the full first team, but I don't want to experiment way too much.
Yeah, not too much where it's like short time now at camp.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not pushing it that far.
What I'm trying to say is.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go.
Yeah, I was just going to agree with you. I was just going to say we need to be giving some people some match experience. We need to be giving the Donny's match time, Ahmad match time. I wouldn't be completely opposed to short time playing. Just let him go have fun. And if it hits the fan, bring on Pogba or Rashi or someone, just sub them off. That's fine. That happens. This is a game where you can allow people to get some game time, to get their fitness up. People like Donny who haven't played at all. This is a nice
Donny has
warm-up
to
game
start.
anyway.
Yes,
Donny has to start, yeah.
If Donny
There's
doesn't
no
start this game, I'm
excuses.
giving Oli -10.
There's no excuses for Donny not starting in this game.
I'd like to see a team
injured
where,
again. He starts.
I'd like to see a team where it's like Pogba, Mason, and then maybe we got Ahmad on the right. Yeah. I think I'd like to see, and that's the balance I want to see. Then maybe Bruno, maybe Fred and McTominay, and then just those few players deserve games, but still a considerably strong team.
Yeah. Well, I think tactically, we usually talk about it tactically, but this game, we have seen that Roma is dead. They are dead. They had us first half. It was supposed to be done. It was supposed to be done. We were supposed to be out of the semi-final, but then they choked it. They choked
Same team
harder.
came out in the second
Exactly. I mean, it was ridiculous. And now they have even more injuries than the last time we did our preview. They got 3 injuries when we played them. They got 3 injuries to their backup players when we played them. So, guys, there's no reason why this shouldn't be job done from a United fans' perspective. Like I said, United players, Ollie, you listen to this, you play them like prime Barcelona, and you walk away with it. You walk away with it, okay? So, but tactically, I think Roma are gonna have to come at us. They've got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to lose, so they have to go out full attack and come at us. And what does that allow us to do? It's gonna allow us to counter, which is we're quite good at. So, I think it should be job done then. I think especially if Roma has to come out and we can counter them. That's where we want to be in games, specifically this season as well. So, I think we'll be fine in terms of tactics and stuff like that. So, there's no reason for me why we should bottle this. And like I said, if we do bottle this, all the players, all of you pack your bags, leave the club. Dusted. United is dusted. We are Arsenal. Then it's not even going to become Arsenal. We are Arsenal. We are even Spurs because we choke everything in life.
Yeah.
So let's not choke this. Let's just go to the final. Let's enjoy our life. And like I said, players actually did get a rest because we didn't play Liverpool. So there's no real excuse really. Martial's out and that's about it really. So there's no real excuse for this game. Other than that, I want to talk about this team on my left because I don't know what Ollie's gonna do. This is and when I did this, I was like, yeah, it's half and half of what I want and half of what I think Ollie could do. So I think De Gea will start because this is a good game for De Gea anyways. So I think De Gea will start. He starts our Europa League games. That's fine. I think the back line will be mostly the same, except I think Tellez could play this game because I think your Tellez is good enough to be a first team player. So I think Tellez can walk in. I think you will rest one of McFred because he tends to do it really when there's the reason to, and he does like to play Matic to still keep the protection ahead of Maguire and by. I mean, well, Maguire and Lindelof, but I think he will play Matic. I think if Donny plays, I'm not saying he's going to play, but I think if Donny plays, he's only playing ahead of one person, and that's Bruno. And we've seen that before. We've seen that if Donny starts a game, it's for Bruno Fernandes. I think Pogba, I think he will play. I think he will play. It's either going to be Pogba or Rashford. I think Mason will 100% play at striker. And he loves Dan James, so I think Dan James will play at the right back. And I think Malotha's laggy. So, yeah, clear.
So, for me, I think the back line is perfect, more or less. I think the Tellez buy changes make a lot of sense. Don't want to risk Shaw. He's our player of the season next to Bruno, basically. So we need to keep him fit. Tellez coming in is fantastic. 4 goals. Yeah, that's more than enough for Tellez. And he'll only help us attacking wise to get that away goal anyway. And then Bailly, he needs some match fitness. This is a great time. He can bully Dzeko a little bit, and we can move. The midfield's just a completely different beast because we're probably going to see just McFred and Bruno again, and we're just going to get why. You guys had a weekend off, and you still playing the same first team. That's not all right when you have a 4-goal margin. 4 goals is a lot. It's so much. There's no excuse for not playing a makeshift midfield like that. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Pogba, I wouldn't play. Again, I think it's too much to risk Pogba. I want him in the final. I want Pogba 100% fit in the final. I don't want anything to happen to him. He's very much one of our key players.
Pogba is also fasting as well during this whole period. So.
Yeah, that's true as well. So that's only going to put more pressure on him. Why not just give him a night off? Go there and spend the holidays with his family. It's not a hard thing to do. Mason, I agree. I think starts.
Yeah.
James probably starts as well in my book. So I think I would realistically play James and Ahmad and just go for it.
If.
And I can see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna play the first team. They're gonna come on the reaction, and then Sheen's gonna be like, "We win the final, but why did Donny play?" He's gonna give him a minus. He'll give Ole a -10. Clayton's gonna give Ole a -10 because Pogba played, and then it's gonna be a horrible reaction even if we're in the final. I can see how this is gonna go.
Because that's all Ollie can do.
If he plays the first team and they play beautiful, I'll be happy. But I'm still gonna give him -10 if Donny doesn't play.
Yes.
I'm just gonna make that clear now. Ollie's getting -10 if Donny doesn't play this game. I don't care where Donny plays, but Donny can play right wing, CDM, centre back, right back, goalkeeper. Donny must play this game. So yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna go that far. But in my head, Ahmad is supposed to play this game as well. Ahmad must start this game as well for me. So and Bailly and Tellez. So Tellez, Bailly, Donny, Ahmad. In my books, have to start. They have to start. Everyone else, you flip a coin. Really. If you want to rest Aaron Bissaka for like Axel or something, I don't know about that, but you can.
And we still have 5 subs in Europe, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I think Roma only made 3 subs as well, so I don't know.
No, but that's because you can only use them in 3 slots.
It's 5, but 3 slots to it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to make them in ship.
Okay, so then we have 3 subs because Ali's not gonna do 3 first half.
Rashford, Bruno, Pogba, and who else would we ever need?
You know, Ollie, he doesn't mind. I remember once he made like 5 subs at once.
Exactly.
So you could do something like that.
Those the wrong subs.
That's
the issue.
What Ollie does like to do though, he does like to play our strong team, and then if we get like 2 goals and we're leading 2-0 in this game, then we're
still gonna wait till the 90th minute.
Yeah, then maybe we'll wait till like 75 minutes. The Donny comes on, then you're like, what are you doing?
He's one of those managers. He prefers his first team to go the long haul, and then the rest will, which is bad.
4-goal margin.
Yeah.
I understand if we're only 1 goal up against Roma. I 100% would agree with you today. That we have 6-2 up.
Yeah.
There should be no excuses.
Yeah. I think our bench isn't like a Man City level, but an unpopular opinion, I think we probably have one of the best benches in the league.
I agree.
And Ole, that's something he needs to improve on. He doesn't use it well enough.
We got Amad, Diallo, Donny on the bench. You got still Matic, who's useful. Tellez was amazing.
Some people might argue better than
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Is a fantastic impact sub.
No, yeah. I've never rated Liverpool's squad depth or even first team in general. So, yeah. But I don't think we have an amazing bench, but I think there's definitely 3 players there who I'm bringing on every game. 3 players have to play every game, so
But it's also probably second in the league, weird enough.
yeah,
Like,
probably is
who else challenges
because
our
everyone
bench?
is quite shy
Just
Ahmad
unless
saying.
should
you
be
look at
playing more.
Chelsea.
Donny
Yeah,
should be playing more.
exactly. Ahmad, Donny, Tellez should be, but it's just
Yeah.
because Luke Shaw's so good, you can't. So
And
it's just,
as much as I hate saying this, McFred has proven himself to be the quality that we need at certain times to actually be considered a good bench option.
yes,
Mm.
bench option. I must emphasize bench option.
Like I feel
Not
like
starting them.
we can't complain about Man City having this massive squad and being amazing when we don't even try to use our squad.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, this is all built up because it's like we can't start them because you don't know what they're gonna get. Yeah, but that's because all he does he didn't put them in the team throughout the whole season, and all of a sudden at the semi-final he throws them in, and if they have a bad game,
Yeah.
it's because it's all his fault, So all he has set up this whole this whole situation at his own hands. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, let's talk about this team and what you would do. If you're in all your shoes, you have to pick the 11 for Thursday. What changes you making to that team on the left?
I'm going mad, yo. Backline.
So there
Tell
I
us
go.
out. Wan-Bissaka, I'd like to rest him, because the man's always playing. So I think I'd give Breno as a shout. The 2 at the back, Bailly signing a new contract, yeah. And I'll play Maguire just to be safe, But I'd probably won't play him 90 minutes. Just to be safe that nothing goes wrong. But I know that sounds very ironic because I'm talking about Harry Maguire. Maybe I just rate him too much. And then going forward, I would like to see a pivot of Matic and Donny, with Donny pushing up a little, Matic sitting, Bruno in front of them, once again, just to be safe. And front 3, I would play Pogba, I would play Mason, and I'd play Ahmad.
It sounds very similar to my team, actually. I think all I'm doing is I probably would keep that backline, not just because I want to rest Aaron, it's just because I really trust Aaron, so I'd probably keep that backline. I'm playing Matic, Donny, and Bruno probably. I am playing Matic, Donny, and Bruno. Then I'm playing, probably Pogba, Mason, Ahmad, because I would love to see that front.
Mason, Ahmad.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah, exactly.
That's going down.
So that's probably the team I would play. Clear?
Yeah, I agree with the backline. Only I do agree that Aaron needs a bit of a rest, and he should probably be subbed off at the least. Like if 60 minutes roll around and we've still got a good cushion, take him off, get Axel on, give him a few minutes. Probably the player there. Backline's fine. And the midfield, Bruno's getting a day off. I don't care what he says. Bruno's getting a day off. He's an impact sub at best. I'm resting the mans, and I would probably play Scott and Matic rather, and let Scott overlap instead of letting Fred overlap. I'm a lot more confident in Scott's ability to make something happen than Fred's going forward. But if we just want to park it, I guess we could go Fred Matic. But I prefer Scott Matic personally. And Donny can play his 10. He can play his shadow striker right in front of Mason sometimes. And I probably play James Ahmad and Mason.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't want to waste Bruno. I can't for the life of me. I don't want to play Daniel James. So yeah, Bruno, you're playing unfortunately. Why you playing?
It's a short time play. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, even short time, but Bruno will play this game. I would want Bruno to play this game personally. But yeah, I think this team on my left, I wouldn't say it's Ollie's exact team because I never know with Ollie when it comes to these type of games. Where it's like the job is done on paper. It's done. You have full chance to rest players. You have a full chance to start Donny, start Ahmad, start Tele, start Bailly.
I'm going to murder him.
Exactly, but
Just gonna say that right now.
I think the players who have to start. Donny's on the list for me. Donny, I don't care what anyone says. Donny has to start. Tellez has to start, and for me, Bailly has to start. Those 3 minimum have to play. So, yeah, Ollie, and like I said, no Donny, -10. You could win the game 10-0, flawless, -10 for not starting Donny. Because what does Donny have to do? What does Donny have to do to get into this team? Sitting on the bench, looking at McFred doing nothing in the midfield, offering nothing. He's like, I could do that and offer more. If you just want me to sit and hold their hands, I could hold their hands and I'll offer more still. So I don't know what Donny has to do to get in this team, and he has to play for me. But like I said, if Donny plays this game, I do think it'll be for Bruno because that's evidently who Ollie sees him to be, Bruno's replacement. But anyways, we move on, gentlemen. We move on to the final part of the puzzle of the show. and that is the score prediction, which I'm very interested to see what you guys think. So injuries for Roma. Roma are dead. They made us hold the L for the first half though. 6-2 up. It should be tied then. I don't know what team Ollie's going to play, so you guys can base your score predictions on whatever team you think he'll play. But yeah, who feels confident in this score?
I'll go first.
Your internet don't allow you to go first.
If you get knocked out, I'll be on excuse for getting knocked out. Am I lagging?
You find
We
out.
can hear you, you're just lagging on the screen, but yeah.
Did you catch what I said?
A little bit.
Yeah, I said if you get knocked out, I'll be all out because there's no reason for us to get knocked out. And I think we're going to violate Roma again, to be honest. So I'm going to go 4-1 United.
With the team that I had on my left, or?
With a considerably strong team with a few. Okay, I'm lying. He's going to play our strongest team. With our strongest team. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Realistically, we probably just do play first team and then we just smack them again, which is a bit pointless. But you know what? Do it, Genie Diwali. We're definitely going through. If we don't go through, questions have to seriously be asked, and it's going to be an Ollie out show from now on. That's for sure.
It's over if we don't go through. Yeah. I'm not showing up. It's just late.
So I'm thinking we're going to play some kind of mixed team. We're going to have a bit of half and half. So I think since Roma are going to come at us, I think they could be a bit clinical and walk away with 2 goals. But I do think we have enough quality to equalize that at the minimum. So 2-2 is where I'm going.
2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy.
And I can see that. If we don't play a strong team, I can see that.
Yeah. Maybe if we don't play our strongest team, that could happen.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, now, I'm thinking in the terms of Eric Bailly play. If Eric Bailly plays, it's locked down. Oh, it's locked. It is. They can always be a mistake, but I'm going to give a benefit of a clean sheet if Bailly plays. So if Bailly plays, Telles plays, Maguire, Aaron, I think we should. There's no reason why we really shouldn't get a clean sheet. You know, they are going to come at us, but I think Bailly and Maguire are a good partnership. So I think everything in the air, they'll dominate it. I think defensively, Maguire is non-existent, but Bailly is there, so it's okay. So then it's like, how many goals do you score with that team? Donny, Pogba, Mason, Ahmad. In my head, if we had Bruno, Donny, Pogba, Ahmad, and Mason, are we scoring goals?
Low key, I'm starting that front three next season. I won't lie.
Hey, dude, I would love to, but like I said, this is a conversation. It's a conversation for another. Oh, it's a tough one. I wish I had the team sheet. I really did, because the team sheet makes or breaks the scoreline.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the benefit to the boys. I think Bailly plays, so we keep a clean sheet, and I think we'll score 2 goals. I'll go 2. I think Mason could get a goal.
Really see the scores, like you're not confident, you know. It's just
I think we scored 2 as well, but I just think Roma comes out.
Thing it underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 2-0. I think Mason could get from the goals. I think Pogba or even Donny or Ahmad could create a goal. So 2-0. Bailly secure at the back. Aaron and Bailly lock that side down. Telles and Maguire a bit suspect, but then yeah, I think if we concede, I'll be honest. I think if we concede a goal, it's gonna be because of a blatant mistake, like a dizzy thing. Like it's either gonna be a Bailly own goal, or Bailly red card or something, or it's gonna be just Maguire being Maguire. It won't be something like, yo, what a goal. Nothing you can do about it. I think it'll be dizzy. So yeah.
Just realize I implied that we're gonna score 10 goals post Roma.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, but if Roma want to win this, ways they can win it is 4-0. If they beat us 4-0, they can win it. Yeah. That's basically what they have to do. 4-0 against us. So it's in no world this should happen.
And Decker goes in for his hat trick.
But they're attacking enough to get 4 goals.
Nope, it's not allowing you.
It's not let,
it's just not let. Yeah, it's not letting you hit. Because the universe knows.
That's taking out.
You see, the universe knows that, you know, Roma just, they can't put 4 past. They shouldn't be able to put 4 past us.
Yep.
We said this team was dead. They were dead, because how you choked that first half after that is beyond me. It's beyond me. So, yeah, it should be job done. At least we should get at least 1 away goal, even just to
On
push
to the
us.
final, boys.
Yeah, just to push us over the line. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should be going through a Europa League final, which I'm very happy about. But like I said, if Donny doesn't play, -10 in the player ratings for Ali, just put it down. Just put it straight. But I think it's been a good show, boys. I think it's been a good show. I think Moloto's internet has died on us, sadly. Like I said, it's very early in the morning, so you know, we're also still waking up. But anyways, if you did enjoy that show, do subscribe if you're new, do smash a like, do comment below your score predictions, and we will check you Thursday evening. Yes, Thursday evening, as long as United fans just somehow don't go to Italy and protest, which I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do, just because of COVID regulations. But we should have a game on Thursday. We should have a game. However, if we did somehow get a protest going on at Roma, which would be a madness, I'd applaud you. I'd applaud you. For me, if it takes the Glazers out and it's not watching United games, I'll take it. And on that note, where Moloto has just completely died on my screen, we will see you on Thursday.